And let me ask this question to all of you. What do you think is financial doctrine? Anyone and everyone. क्या लगता है आपको फाइनेंशियल डॉक्ट्रिन का क्या मतलब है? What is the meaning of financial doctrine?
गलत डॉक्यूमेंट्स में जो गलतियां हैं उनको सही करना इज फाइनेंशियल डॉक्ट्रिन.
Very good indeed. Yes, of course.
Financial. To diagnose the financial figures.
To diagnose the financial figure, yes, of course.
Making prudent financial decisions.
Rupesh here, we don't discuss the financial statement
Uh-huh.
to find out how he has managed or siphoned his fund for
Right.
some other activity.
Right.
Whether it will lead to financial distress,
Mm-hmm.
whether this kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
not as per the law book.
Mm-hmm.
So those we need to see.
Okay.
So this window dressing basically.
Window dressing basically. Very good, friends. Now let me share it with you. What is the meaning of financial doctrine? As human body, as human beings, our purpose in life is to be happy always. Even then, what happens in life, few things go wrong, and because few things go wrong, that is why the purpose of being happy is missed by us. So what goes wrong? So some of us develop some kind of the ailment or the other: migraine, arthritis, spondylitis, hypertension, blood pressure, cholesterol, or high sugar, all of them. And because of these ailments, the purpose that we have of our life, that is to be happy and to enjoy every moment, we are not able to realize that purpose. So because of the ailments, we are not able to realize the purpose of our life, that is to be happy. So what do we need to do? We need to go to a doctor. Likewise, friends, in case of a business also, it is applicable in the same manner. As we discussed from the very beginning, purpose of a business is to create value by making profit, or make profit by creating value. Some businesses are not able to make profit and create value. Why? Because they develop certain ailments. They develop certain ailments. And what those ailments are, and because of these ailments, these businesses are not able to create value, make profit. And that is why they fail to achieve their purpose, and one day they close. So the question is, which are these ailments? First, we need to find out, as far as the business is concerned, which are these ailments. Why? Because once we know what these ailments are, then we would be able to find out as to how these ailments can be cured. So say, for example, if a person has got a blood pressure, then the doctor can advise him as to what all he should do so as to get out of the problem of sugar or blood pressure or any other ailment for that matter. So same is the case with the business also. तो अगर हमको बिजनेस में कुछ बीमारियां हैं, तो वो जो बीमारियां हैं उनको ठीक करने के लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए? दैट इज, फ्रेंड्स, इज नॉन एज फाइनेंशियल डॉक्ट्रिन. यानी कि आपके बिजनेस में जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, वो प्रॉब्लम्स को आप किस तरह से क्योर करेंगे, दैट इज फाइनेंशियल डॉक्ट्रिन. So here I am asking you another question, and that is, what you think are likely areas and causes of financial problems in any business? So whether it is our own business, or it is the business of our suppliers, or it is the business of the companies where we may have invested our money. So how do we figure out? कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा आपको कि ये कंपनी की भी कोई बीमारी है, ये कंपनी में फाइनेंशियल बीमारी है, वो फाइनेंशियल बीमारी क्या है? That is the question to all of you. What are the likely areas and causes of financial problems in any business? All of you.
One is no sale, product sales.
Okay, very good. No product sale. Yeah, of course. What else?
Atul, this side.
Bad yes.
Investments.
Bad
which is not creating any returns.
Fabulous. 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 Bad investment, not giving any return. Very good. What else?
Huge borrowings.
Huge borrowings. Fantastic. Absolutely. One more.
Cash flow issues.
And cash flow.
Promoter, Sir Vidul here.
Yes, Vidul.
Do not have, what you can say, the understanding of finances and implications of it, because the way they are getting some update or training on something on finance.
Yes.
So some cases, the promoters of the business,
Uh-huh.
particularly in MSME zone,
Mhm.
they are not well versed with the finance and the implications of the decision what they are going to take. So to understand it clearly, and that creates a problem for business as a whole. Their intentions sometimes are not bad,
Yes.
but they have not understood it properly.
Right.
And what will be the implications of this decision, and they land up in the problem. And the way Atul has said, the most of the time people get fancied or say get carried away by that latest trend or something like that, and they diversify into unrelated areas, which is not what you can say, backward integration, or neither it is a forward integration for their business, and then they land up in a problem.
Vidul, very rightly said. Very rightly said, and absolutely very true, because that is what happens sometimes with many of the businesses. So let me put and consolidate all the responses that you have given as to what are the likely areas and causes of financial problems in any business, and these are the likely areas and the causes for financial problems in any business. So profitability is one area where you can have problem. Either your incomes are not increasing or your expenses are increasing, and therefore you have an issue with the profitability. And second is operating efficiency. So a company is not able to use its assets efficiently. That is another area where you will have the ailments in a business. Asset utilization, I think you very rightly said, the company has made the investment, but there is no return coming from that investment. And remember, if you have made the investment, you are not getting any return from that investment. You are paying interest, you are incurring cost, and that means you are going deeper in the ditch, and therefore asset utilization can be a problem area. Liquidity is a major issue with companies who fail to achieve the purpose of the business. Companies who finally close down, liquidity is one reason as to why do they close down. So the fourth area is liquidity. Over financial leverage, somebody very rightly said just now, as to the company has taken too much of debt. बहुत कर्जा लिया हुआ है, कर्जा इतना लिया हुआ है, उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट भरना पड़ रहा है, इंटरेस्ट की अमाउंट बहुत है लेकिन प्रॉफिट उतना नहीं है. So the fifth area of problem in case of business which needs doctoring is over financial leverage, too much of borrowing, more than what the company can service. And sixth is solvency. That means because of all the five reasons that you see on the top, what will happen? A company will be draining its resources, and therefore the liabilities will keep on increasing, assets will keep on decreasing. So the gap between the assets and the liabilities will keep on widening. A time will come, company does not have enough assets to take care of all its liabilities, and that is when the company becomes a insolvent company. So friends, these are the 6 areas or problematic areas, or the areas of financial problems with different businesses across the globe. Now the question is, how do we tackle them? How do we solve these problems? How do we cure these problems? And that is what is financial doctrine. One thing that you would have noticed.
Just a point here.
Yes, Dipali.
This solvency you are addressing separately. This is a part of finance, isn't it? If the company is in good state, they would be able to repay their debt and whatever it is.
Right.
So why you are addressing it separately? Just wanted to understand.
Addressing separately? No, I didn't get you, Dipali.
Solvency should be a part of the finance.
Yeah, it is. It is part of the finance. It is part of the finance.
So over financial leverages, that what you have mentioned, and then solvency you are writing separately. Like asset utilization is also a part of. So why you are writing it separately? Yesterday also when you were doing that calculation, that formula you were setting, solvency is a separate
item.
There was yes.
Okay.
So I just want why it is addressed
separately. Okay, I will tell you. Yeah, that's a good question, Deepali. देखो, solvency का मतलब क्या है? What is the meaning of solvency? The meaning of solvency is a company's ability to discharge all its obligations, long term as well as short term. So if a company is having problem of profitability, if a company is having problem of operating efficiency, if a company is having problem of asset utilization, all this will lead to a situation where companies assets will keep on eroding. अगर आप लॉस कर रहे हो, अगर आपका बिजनेस लॉस कर रहा है, तो इसका क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब ये है कि यू आर ईटिंग योर कैपिटल. लॉस का मतलब यू आर ईटिंग योर कैपिटल. ईटिंग योर कैपिटल का मतलब क्या है कि आपकी एसेट्स खत्म होती जा रही हैं. आपकी एसेट्स खत्म होती जा रही हैं, लेकिन आपकी लाइबिलिटीज बढ़ती जा रही हैं. So now you have a challenge, and what is the challenge? The challenge is that at some point in time you will have more liabilities and less assets. So if you have more liabilities and less assets, and if you have to repay all the liabilities, how will you do it? You will not be able to do it, and that is the problem of insolvency. That is known as insolvency. Solvency का मतलब है आपके पास में जो assets हैं, your assets are more than enough than your liabilities. So if your assets are 200 crore and your liabilities are 150 crores, you have no problem. At any point in time, if you have to repay all the liabilities, you can just do it. But if your assets are 100 crore and your liabilities are 150 crore, then you have a problem. Because how would you discharge liabilities of 150 crore from the assets of 100 crore? You will not be able to do it. And that is why that business will not remain with you. As per the new law, that business will not remain with you. And this is the reason as to why I'm showing it separately from the as one separate item. I hope, Dipali, that answers your query.
Yes, sir. Fair enough. That means
Huh.
the financial health of the company is also can be derived from the solvency. or
Oh
insolvency
yes,
of
very much. अगर आपकी एसेट्स ज़्यादा है, लाइबिलिटीज कम है, यू आर ए हेल्दी कंपनी. So that means you are a solvent company. Your liabilities are more, assets are less. You are an insolvent company. You are a company which is going to be bankrupt soon, if not already. So solvency is a phenomenal indicator of health of a company, actually, health of a company. Right, friends. I am sure all of you would have noticed that all these 6 areas of financial problem that a business may run into are closely interconnected. प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी नहीं है तो लिक्विडिटी का प्रॉब्लम होगा. ऑपरेटिंग एफिशिएंसी नहीं है तो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी का प्रॉब्लम होगा. ओवर फाइनेंशियल लिवरेज है तो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी का प्रॉब्लम होगा. और ये सारे प्रॉब्लम होंगे तो सॉल्वेंसी का प्रॉब्लम होगा. सो दिस इज हाउ ऑल ऑफ देम आर इंटरकनेक्टेड. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? दैट मीन्स इम्प्रूवमेंट इन वन एरिया will automatically lead to improvement in other areas as well. क्या मतलब है कहने का? कहने का मतलब ये है कि अगर आप, let's say for example, you are looking one of your suppliers and that supplier is having problem. You help and support him, you guide him. As a result of that, he is able to increase the operating efficiency or the asset utilization. So if he is able to enhance the operating efficiency of all the resources that he has, what will happen? He will generate more turnover. He will generate more sales. At the same time, because of the operating efficiency, he would also have reduced his expenses. As a result of these two activities, what will happen? The profitability will improve. If profitability is improving, that means what? That means company is getting more cash. If company is getting more cash, that means the problem of liquidity will be taken care of. So this is how all of them are. And please remember one more thing. So if a company is having good cash flow, even the company's over financial leverage can also be taken care of. How? Company is having good cash flow, so surplus cash flow है. वो जो surplus cash generate हो रहा है, repay the debt. So when you repay the debt, you borrow the debt down. So when you borrow the debt down, your servicing obligation of that debt goes down. So this is how all these problems, friends, are interconnected. हम सबको मालूम है कि हमारी हेल्थ में भी जब हम बोलते हैं कि हमारे शरीर में भी जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं, all of them are interconnected. So if you are able to improve on one, the chances are the rest of the other also will also improve. Same is the case in case of business also. So अगर आप एक एरिया को ठीक कर पाते हो तो उसका कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट बाकी एरियाज पे होता है. And that is what is financial doctoring is all about. Is my objective only to let you know as to what are the problems a business can face? And if that is what, then I am not a good doctor. Because a good doctor is not one who would tell you as to what are you suffering from. A good doctor is one who would not only tell you as to what is that you are suffering from, but he would also be able to tell you as to what is the cure for the problem that you are suffering. As a matter of fact, then only that doctor is meaningful. Otherwise, that doctor is not meaningful. So I'm not only telling you as to what are the areas where a business may have financial problem, but let me also tell you as to how these problems can be cured. So what I'm sure, in case if you happen to, since many times you would be interacting with your suppliers, and as we all understand that we depend on our suppliers, and therefore our suppliers' financials position is in the direct interest of ours, and therefore from time to time, with your expertise, your experience, your knowledge, your understanding, you would be able to guide them and tell them as to, in case if they are facing any financial problem, how they can cure it. So for example, if the problem is of profitability, what this company can do: number one, work on maximizing sales revenue. Do whatever you can to maximize your sales, to maximize your revenue. नए प्रोडक्ट इंट्रोड्यूस करो, नए मार्केट एक्सप्लोर करो, नए प्राइस मिक्स चेंज करो, प्रोडक्ट मिक्स चेंज करो, मार्केट मिक्स चेंज करो, explore the exports, explore the other avenues where you can sell your product. And that is number one. How do you solve the problem of profitability? By maximizing your sales and revenue in whichever way you can. Number two, work on control and reduction of COGS. Number three, work on control and reduction of SG&A. Number four, work to minimize the finance cost. And I'm sure you can wonder as to how a company can minimize the finance cost. And see, that is where our thinking power comes to the fore. So we need to find out and explore as to what are the possibilities with this company that can help this company to reduce its finance cost. The one thing can be that just talk to the lender and tell them, look, my financial position is not good. If you continue to charge so much of high rate of interest, I'm going to be sinking faster than what would happen normally. There's a full possibility that the lenders can also suggest as to how you can do it. Your supplier is deep in debt, not able to service it, but he's got some surplus asset, idle asset, non-operating asset lying somewhere. Now that asset which is lying somewhere is not earning anything there, and here you are incurring cost and incurring interest cost. So what can you do? How can you reduce your finance cost? You take care of your immediate problem before you sink completely. Sell that asset, use that money for repaying your debt, and thereby.
Rupesh,
Please. Yes, Rupesh.
one thing is coming into my mind, that what you have written here, that in the last 1 year, because of pandemic, many of the companies will not be showing good profitability or having good operating efficiency or having good asset utilization. So, and we have to live with this supplier, move away. So, how to analyze under this condition?
Yeah, okay. Rupesh, बहुत बढ़िया point का है, and absolutely so relevant in today's context. Now, you know what we have to think in a context like this, that the problem that of the pandemic is a temporary phenomena. It's a short-term problem. It's not a long-term problem. So a short-term problem has to be solved with different game plan, and a long-term problem has to be solved with a different game plan. But one thing is common: whether the problem is short-term or the problem is long-term, you will have to have a game plan. So maybe, you know what, the way I am discussing with you different things that one can do for facing different problem. So maybe, you know, you need to sit down and in the same way and list down as to what a particular supplier, what kind of problem a particular supplier is facing as a result of pandemic, and how does he see future. So that, Rupesh, will have to be done perhaps on one-to-one basis, so as to ensure that we have a specific focused discussion on a particular supplier. So this is how I would suggest that situation will have to be dealt with. In general, this is how you would do. So work to minimize your finance cost. Work to minimize the break-even point. Whatever you can do, because if your company's break-even point is very high, your company is extremely risky. Higher the break-even point that the company has, higher is the operational risk. So for example, if the break-even point of a company is 80%, it means what? It means this company can make profit only after it is using the capacity over 80%. And until the time it is not operating at the capacity of 80 and above, it will be incurring losses. And if you're incurring losses, that means what? You are bleeding. So if you are bleeding, what you need to do? You need to do everything possible so that you stop bleeding. Why? Because if you continue to bleed, you will die soon. So find out what you can do for bringing down your break-even point, how you can bring your fixed cost. Think about it, and when you think about it, look at the situation, analyze the situation. Which are the fixed costs that I can variabilize? Which are the fixed costs that I can do away with? Which are the resources that I can use for reducing my fixed cost? So all that will have to be done, and for minimizing your break-even point. So if you're able to bring your break-even point from 80% to 70%, 60%, 50%, that means you will start making profit as soon as you are able to achieve the lower level of break-even point. And these are some of the things that you can do for doctoring the problems of profitability. Operating efficiency. So what can be done to cure the problems relating to the operating efficiency? Operating efficiency meaning what? That means the company has got so many resources, but those resources are not being put to the best use, and that is the reason why there is a challenge of operating efficiency. And please remember, आज की तारीख में पूरी दुनिया में the margins across the globe for all industries are under massive pressure, and therefore the profitability is going to improve from where? It is going to improve from only one thing today in my view, and that is efficiency. A company which is able to introduce efficiency into the system, a company which is able to introduce efficiency into the operations, that company will reap the rich benefits and dividends for its operations. Say for example, before I come to the other point, how is that a company like IRCTC is getting so huge valuation? IRCTC is a company, all of us know, it is listed on the stock exchange, and the current market price is about 1,500. How is that? And the company's issue price, I think, is 1 rupee. So how is that a 1 rupee share today is fetching 1,500? What is that which is helping IRCTC become such a profitable company, which becomes such a valuable company? And remember what IRCTC is doing. You and I may think that IRCTC is in the business of booking tickets. No. IRCTC is not in the business of booking tickets. IRCTC is in the business of removing inefficiencies from the system. IRCTC is in the business of removing inconvenience from the life of the people. IRCTC is in the business of saving your time and my time. And that is the reason why IRCTC is getting so huge valuation. So what IRCTC is doing, before IRCTC, if I had to book a ticket for going to any place, I would need to travel to railway station, go there, stand in the queue for a long time, and then wait for my turn. If I'm lucky, the ticket that I want to book is available, or if I'm not lucky, after waiting for 2 hours, the person just tells me that this date tickets are not available. But what can you do with IRCTC today? You can simply sit in front of your laptop or computer, book the ticket wherever you want. Not only you can book the ticket wherever you want, you will get all the options, all the routes. You will get every information available. And without wasting your time in traveling, without wasting time on petrol, without wasting time in standing in the queue, you are able to book a ticket. So what IRCTC is doing, IRCTC is introducing efficiency in the system. How is that Uber is doing so well? How is Ola is doing so well? How is Amazon is doing so well? How all these companies are doing well? Please remember, these companies are not in the business of selling products. These companies are not in the business of distribution of the products. Those are functional activities. What these companies are doing, these companies are making systems efficient. So what we need to do, if my company is running into a difficulty, financial difficulty, I need to find out as to what all can I do in my company to bring the efficiency level high. Dispose of idle and non-operating assets that you may have. Ensure maximum utilization of all assets. Whichever way, whichever you can, find out, talk to all the people, have your top team together, take the help of the experts, and this is how you'll find out as to how best it can be done. It is not that the owner has to do everything, and this is the misconception which a lot of people have. Many times owners make the biggest mistake, and they think that they are responsible for everything in the business, and they think that they must do everything. And the moment the owner thinks that he must do everything, he is finished. Owner has to understand one thing, that his job is not to do everything, his job is to get everything done. by whichever way possible. Take the help of your people, take the help of experts, and that is what you should do. So find out, identify areas of internal efficiency improvement and work on them. Reduce production cycle time, improve delivery time to end customer. So please remember, Tata Motors, is Tata Motors in the business of selling vehicles or trucks or cars? Of course not. Please remember, Tata Motors is not in the business of making cars, trucks and vehicles. Tata Motors is in the business of providing transportation solutions. So long as there is need for the transportation to happen, Tata Motors will remain. If, just imagine for the sake of it, if tomorrow for some development of technology, there is no need in the world for any kind of transportation, tell me, will somebody buy the vehicles? And the answer is no. So what one has to identify? One has to identify is that what is that you are offering? Your product is only a means to a solution. So the focus has to be on solution. How do I maximize experience of my customer as far as that solution is concerned? And that is what will help the organizations in removing the operating inefficiencies. Asset utilization. What can be done for the asset utilization? Focus on increase in sales and reduction of COGS and SG&A will automatically facilitate it. So पहली बात यह कि जब हम पहला पॉइंट की प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी की बात करते हैं, we talk about maximize sales, reduce SG&A, reduce COGS. So when that is done, और उसके लिए जो कुछ करना है, that will automatically result in higher asset utilization. Explore new applications for your production facilities and work to develop business for the same. Work to run the facility on 24/7 basis, taking care of everything which may interrupt it. I'm in the business of manufacturing. I have got the plant, building, machinery. What for I have all these? I have all these because I want to create value by making more profit. How will I make more profit? I will make more profit by ensuring that all my equipments, plant, machinery, building, all my resources are used and run 24/7, because that is what will maximize. Find out whichever you can. Okay, somebody may be a supplier, may be supplying components and using his facilities only to the extent of 75%. What can he do to improve his utilization of his capacities to the 100%? And remember, that is, it's not that you have to find out the answer by yourself. No, for finding out answers to some question for which you do not have answer, what you must do, take help of the experts, and there are experts available who would tell you as to how can you do it. Optimize use of all the assets and resources in whichever way possible. जो भी आपके resources हैं, assets हैं, as a matter of fact, your company must have a department, and that department's job is how to improvise efficiency of the resources. Somebody has to be given a specific responsibility in the company. Maybe one of the board member has to be given the responsibility that you have to help the company in ensuring that all the resources are put to the best use. And when you do it, automatically your sales would have gone up, your expenses would have come down, and you would have improved your profitability. How do you take care of liquidity? How do you solve the problem of liquidity in case of a business? Focus on efficient management of working capital, the exercise that we did yesterday. Liquidate non-moving items. अब ये हमारा experience है, because I have worked in the industry for 20 years as CFO, legal head and company secretary, and also have been working with ArcelorMittal, visiting plants of ArcelorMittal, interacting with top team in ArcelorMittal everywhere, and I have seen across the globe non-moving items is a big problem, and they are there and they remain. They are not giving you any return. They're only occupying space and occupying your capital, and bringing your bottom line down. So work as a focal point. Look at the non-moving items. Are we going to use them? If you are not going to use them, why we keep them? And this is a misconception, as I mentioned yesterday, कि बैंक से ज़्यादा लोन मिलेगा इसलिए ज़्यादा इन्वेंट्री दिखानी है. I think nothing can be more incongruous a thought than what it is, because by holding more non-moving items in your inventory, you are increasing your bank borrowing, and that means you are increasing your pain, and pain is in the form of increased rate of or higher amount of interest. So liquidate non-moving items, shorten the working capital cycle time. look at this, just we discuss the working capital cycle. उसके लिए क्या कर सकते हैं, किस तरह से इन्वेंट्री को का टाइम कम किया जाए, किस तरह से WIP का टाइम कम किया जाए, किस तरह से फिनिश गुड्स का टाइम कम किया जाए, किस तरह से रिसीवल का टाइम कम किया जाए. Whatever can be done for shortening the life, the working capital operating cycle, do it. Because when you do it, automatically you will be freeing a lot of inventory, you will be freeing a lot of receivables. As a result of that, you will be freeing a lot of capital, as we saw in the example that we did a day for yesterday or yesterday. Infusion of fresh equity also helps in improving liquidity. So remember, so many times it is possible, आपने सब कुछ कर लिया है ना, और आपकी सिचुएशन इतनी टाइट हो गई है कि लेंडर भी आपको पैसा देने को तैयार नहीं है. So what do you do? You still have to solve the problem. So because for solving the problem, you need money. So if the money is not coming from the operations, if the money is not coming from the banks, then where the money has to come from? The money can come from the sale of the assets, which are idle, non-operating. If those assets are also not available, then where can the money come from? Then money has to come from equity, share capital, that is from the pocket of the promoter or investor or whatever. And that is what you should do. And finally, for improving the liquidity,
Sir,
build.
Vidul here.
Yes, Vidul.
Sir, how that promoter is already in a financial distress now, so how he will be in a position to address the
Vidul-
issue from on his pocket?
Vidul,
And
बहुत, yeah.
then
Okay.
When the business is not doing good, why somebody else will come up with his money?
Fabulous. Vidul, I'm so glad that you have asked this question. देखो, एक बात तो पक्की है, अगर बिजनेस अच्छा नहीं है ना, और अगर आपका ये कन्विक्शन है कि बिजनेस आगे भी अच्छा नहीं रहने वाला है, तो ये तो बात पक्की है कि लॉक लगने वाला है. अब हमको डिसाइड करना है कि बिजनेस आगे भी अच्छा रहने वाला नहीं है कि बिजनेस आगे अच्छे रहना चाहिए. तो अगर हम सोचते हैं कि बिजनेस आगे भी अच्छा नहीं रहने वाला है, तो उसको बेच करके निकल जाओ, कम से कम यू विल स्टॉप लॉसेस. और हमको लगता है कि नहीं, हमको ये बिजनेस आगे भी मजबूती में लेके आना है, टेक द हेल्प ऑफ द एक्सपर्ट्स, फाइंड आउट, वर्क ऑन इट. If there is a problem, there is definitely a solution also. So, and whose responsibility is to bring those solutions? Remember, it is the responsibility of the owner of the business to bring those solutions. The only thing one has to remember, the solution does not have to come from the brain of the owner himself. That is not necessary. Owner has to ensure that he has a team of the people who are able to generate those solutions, and those will have to be brought in. There is no choice. There is no choice. So that is what you will have to make. Now coming to your first question as to promoter के पास में पहली पैसा नहीं, आप क्या करें? Remember, the business, the purpose of the business, as we discussed yesterday or day before yesterday, in business, making profit is non-negotiable. In business, you have to make profit. You have to make profit. It's not a matter of choice. So you will have to think, because you are a businessman, you are the owners, you will have to think as to how my business can make profit. And for that, you do whatever it is required to be done. In case if you do not have money, then the question will come, how do I get money? And of course, you will have to find somebody else who can come and put in equity. And this is what is happening across the globe. हम सबको मालूम है कितने सारे businesses में कितने सारे बाहर के लोग equity लगाते हैं. Private equity is nothing but that only. So if your business is in bad shape, but if you have a conviction that this business can be turned around, so firstly put in place as to how this business can be turned around. तो उसके लिए जो कुछ करना है वो आप करिए, पूरा प्लान तैयार करिए. पूरा आपका प्लान ऐसा मजबूत होना चाहिए कि जो उसको देखे उसको कन्विंस हो जाए कि हाँ यार, ये बिजनेस प्रॉफिट बनाएगा, इस बिजनेस में अगर मैं पैसा डालूंगा तो मुझे रिटर्न मिलेगा. यू विल गेट पीपल who would be prepared to bring in equity. So when I say infuse equity, Vidul, it does not necessarily mean that the equity has to come from the pocket of the promoter or the owner himself. No. If promoter can put in, very good, because then he is at better control on the business. If promoter does not have money, but business has to make profit, if somebody's money is going to solve that problem, let somebody come in the business. You have to share the control with that person. But remember, it is much better than share the control of a business than to have a business which is dead. Isn't it? And that is what a decision has to be taken, and that is financial doctoring is all about. Vidul, I hope I have answered your short question in the long. Yeah. Okay. Good.
And one more question that I have raised the hand.
Yes.
When we are saying that when we are in a growth cycle,
Huh.
and continuously investing in our assets,
Right.
so that our break-even will be always on a higher side. No?
देखो ब्रेक इवन विदुल जो आप कह रहे हो वो पॉइंट वर्थ कंसिडरिंग है, बिकॉज इन केस ऑफ कंपनी which is into the investment cycle and making investment every year, the break even will change, because every time you change your capacity, your break even will also undergo a change. That is for sure. And that means what? That means अगर आपका break even हर समय change हो रहा है, then as a businessman what you need to do, you need to continuously monitor your break even point and ensure that your break even does not go beyond a manageable number, and that is all. So you're right, your break even will keep on changing. Keep a track of it. And initially you have taken loan, आपने लोन लिया है तो लोन के ऊपर आप इंटरेस्ट भर रहे हो तो सीधी सी बात है, इंटरेस्ट इज योर फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट. तो जब आप शुरू में लोन लोगे तो आपका इंटरेस्ट ज़्यादा होगा, तो आपका शुरू में ब्रेक इवन ज़्यादा होगा, लेकिन आप प्रॉफिट बनाओगे, धीरे धीरे वो लोन को चुकाते जाओगे तो कम से कम इंटरेस्ट का जो कंपोनेंट है वो कम होते जाएगा साल बाय साल. तो उससे क्या होगा कि आपका ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट भी नीचे आते जाएगा. बट you have to monitor it actually. You cannot leave it to somebody else to find out. This is what you need to check. I mean, आपका जो डैशबोर्ड है, as the owner of the business, on your dashboard, your break-even point must be very prominent. Liquidity, very good. Liquidity, last point is build culture of management of working capital is everyone's responsibility. Yesterday we discussed working capital management. Awareness has to be created. Everybody in the organization must understand that the working capital management is not the responsibility of the CEO or of the investor or of the promoter, of the MD or of the board of directors or the CFO or COO or CMO. It is the responsibility of everyone. And the moment you have this awareness in the organization as to working capital is important. 1 रुपया बचाया यानी कि 1 रुपये से आपकी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी बढ़ गई, ये समझ जब लोगों के दिमाग में बैठ जाएगी, एफिशिएंसी विल इंप्रूव ऑटोमेटिकली. प्लीज रिमेंबर, एक्शन कम्स फ्रॉम वेयर? एक्शन कम्स फ्रॉम थॉट. अगर थॉट सही है, एक्शन सही होगा. तो वो थॉट्स बराबर हो, इसके लिए बिल्ड द कल्चर ऑफ मैनेजमेंट ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल एज एवरीवन्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. फाइनेंशियल लेवरेज. अब देखिए, जब आप बिजनेस में पैसा उधार लेते हैं तो नो डाउट आपके बिजनेस में पैसा अंदर आता है. सो जब आपने पैसा बोरो किया, यू आर गेटिंग कैश, बट उस कैश के साथ में आपके पास में 2 ऑब्लिगेशन भी आते हैं. कौन से ऑब्लिगेशन? एक, आपको उस लोन के ऊपर इंटरेस्ट भरना है, और दूसरा ऑब्लिगेशन, वन डे यू हैव टू पे दैट लोन बैक ऑल्सो. सो एज अ बिजनेस यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल वाइल बोरोइंग. आप जब बोरो करें तो आपको बहुत सोच समझ के बोरो करना है. और मैं देखता हूँ, दुर्भाग्य से, आई कैन शेयर इट विद यू, आई हैव हैंडल्ड मैनी केसेस वेयर पीपल बोरोड. बिकॉज वाई बोरोड? बिकॉज बहुत सारी कंपनियां आज हैं, बहुत सारी NBFCs हैं हिंदुस्तान में, जो आपको फ़ोन करके पूछती हैं कि आपको लोन चाहिए क्या, हम आपको लोन दे सकते हैं. और बहुत सारे लोग जो कि पैसे की ज़रूरत है उनको, वो जंप करते हैं ऐसे लोन के ऊपर विदाउट थिंकिंग कि इसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट कितना है. एंड आपको बताऊं, आई हैव सीन पीपल हु हैव बोरोड फ्रॉम दीज NBFCs एट द रेट ऑफ 20%, 21%, विच आई कैन टेल यू इज सुइसाइडल. एंड इट इज़ नॉट सुइसाइडल, फ्रेंड्स. आई हैव ऑल्सो सीन a case where a person really died because of the heavy burden of the interest. He got a heart attack. So when you borrow money, please remember, you have to be very careful. You have to be careful of what? You have to be careful of finding out कि जो कर्जा ले रहा हूँ उसका जो इंटरेस्ट होगा, क्या मेरे बिजनेस से इतना प्रॉफिट मैं कमा पाऊंगा कि मैं इंटरेस्ट को चुका पाऊँ. और 1 साल में नहीं, जितने साल के लिए लोन लिया है उतने साल का आपको देखना पड़ेगा. सो इफ यू आर बोरोइंग फॉर 5 years, you have to look at your profitability in a most conservative manner. So if you are borrowing for 5 years, you have to look at your profitability in the most conservative manner कि ये 5 साल तक जिसके लिए मैं लोन ले रहा हूँ, क्या मेरी EBITDA enough है to pay the interest and to repay the loan. and that is one thing that you have to do for taking care of the over financial leverage. Replace high interest bearing debts with equity capital. अगर कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा है तो वो करिए. Use non operating assets and idle assets for debt reduction. कोई idle asset पड़ा है, non operating assets पड़ा है, यूज नहीं हो रहा है और कर्जा लिया, जैसे कि मैंने पहले आपको बताया कर्जा लिया हुआ है. अरे भाई उस एसेट्स का फायदा क्या जब आपके पास में आपका कर्जे के बोझ के आप नीचे मरे जा रहे हो. सो माइट एज वेल सेल दैट एसेट्स ऑफ, रिड्यूस योर डेट लाइबिलिटी. कम से कम आज की अपनी जिंदगी सुधार के लो, कल को जो होगा वो कल का देखेंगे. एटलीस्ट मेक योर डे बेटर टुडे. So that is what you should do. Renegotiate rate of interest with the lenders. उनसे बात करिए. Look for substituting the existing lenders with the new ones for favorable lending terms. And how do you improve the solvency? Improved profitability will improve solvency in any case. यानी कि ऊपर के जो 5 जो मैंने जब दीपाली ने सवाल पूछा तो मैंने आपको बताया कि ऊपर की जो 5 चीजें हैं अगर वो ठीक हो गई तो सॉल्वेंसी तो ऑटोमेटिकली अपने आप ठीक हो ही जाएगी. सो बेसिकली इंप्रूवमेंट इन ऑल दी अबव विल ऑटोमेटिकली इंप्रूव सॉल्वेंसी स्टेटस ऑफ अ बिजनेस. इन्फ्यूज फ्रेश इक्विटी टू एंश्योर न्यू बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज आर टैप्ड एंड ऑल्सो फॉर removing liquidity crisis. So friends, this is financial doctoring. So what is financial doctoring? As human body gets ailments, a business also gets ailments. जिस तरह से एक आदमी बीमार होता है, बिजनेस भी बीमार होता है. जिस तरह से एक बीमार आदमी को एक डॉक्टर की जरूरत होती है, उस तरह से एक बीमार कंपनी को भी फाइनेंशियल डॉक्टरिंग की जरूरत होती है. Now these are the ways and means through which you can cure the financial ailments of a business. Friends, by no means I am suggesting कि जो मैंने आपको बताया है उतना ही है, नहीं. ये मैंने आपको एक आइडिया दिया है, मैंने आपको लॉन्च पैड दिया है. इसके बेसिस पर आप बहुत सारा सोच सकते हैं जो कि एक बिजनेस में किया जा सकता है so as to improve the financial health of a business. Last but not the least, build the culture of financial discipline and literacy in the entire organization, and that is what something that we need to do. So every organization, everyone in the organization must be financial literate. सबको समझना चाहिए वैल्यू क्रिएशन क्या है, सबको समझना चाहिए प्रॉफिट क्या है, सबको समझना चाहिए एक्सपेंस क्या है, सबको समझना चाहिए वेस्टेज क्या है, वेस्टेज की कॉन्सिक्वेंस क्या है, सबको समझना चाहिए बैड डेट क्या है और बैड डेट की कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस क्या है. एंड दिस इज हाउ यू do the doctoring of financial problems of a business. Now, before we come to the next topic of fund flow, in case if anyone has any question on this, please, yes, please.